Is that a turntable? Well, get on it.
What up, y'all, man? It's your boy Doitall Kelly. Welcome back to another edition, another episode, whatever you want to call it. It's another session of ATV. Today, man, I am in Alkatrax studio right here in Jersey with the legendary Mr. D-Nice. What up, homie?
I'm such a fan.
Man,
ATV.
I'm such a fan as well, man.
I'm still watching the Big Daddy Kane episode.
Alright.
That's what's up.
What up, D? What's going on with you?
I'm chilling, man. Just came out here to do the video stuff with you, you know?
Oh, man, that's love, man. For everybody who don't know, D-Nice is from the legendary group BDP, which consists of KRS-One, Scott LaRock, and himself, D-Nice. When they honored KRS-One, how did you feel that they didn't honor the whole BDP?
Oh, please, man. I was upset. I mean, that's part of why I'm into, like, documenting stuff with video now, because, you know, KRS-One is an incredible MC. We all know it. He's made some legendary music. But the bulk of the music that he made that was legendary came from during the time when he was in the group, not as KRS-One the soloist. So to kind of isolate KRS-One and just honor him for the body of work that was done with our group, it was, you know, I mean, it was unfortunate that they did it that way. It was terrible judgment, but I couldn't be too mad at them, you know, like, if that's the way they saw it, then I have to figure out a way to tell the world what the truth is and how all of this stuff came about. And that's why I started documenting stuff with video, man, you know, to really tell the stories of the, you know, behind the making of these songs and when, you know, no one know I was in the studio doing self-destruction myself, sleeping under the mix board for 2 weeks. Any engineer that was around Power Play can tell you D-Nice was there. I was sleeping on the blankets that you throw over the piano. I was under the board, wrapped up in that every night doing that song, you know. And a lot of that happened with the PDP stuff. I mean, even with my own music, my name is D-Nice. I mean, man, I lived in Battery when we was doing those kinds of songs. I mean, I even did that beat I did that for Kid Rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of my boys back in the, I mean, still one of my boys now, but, you know, when he first started out, I wanted him to rock on that joint. Everybody said it was too slow, so I jumped on it myself. But no one knows this stuff because we don't talk about it. So I started documenting, you know, hip-hop and the history of it through video, just because I want people to know what really goes into making the music that you listen to. You know, to honor KRS without honoring our group, it's not a cool thing, man. You know, I mean, that may, like I said before, it may be someone else's way. You know, it's maybe that's the way they see it, but that's just not the truth, man. So, you know, I'm gonna really tell the real stories. I'm gonna allow the artists to tell the stories.
How is it going from a DJ to being a producer to doing what you're doing now with the documenting everything, which you're doing a great job as well? So
I mean, it was easy. I mean, the progression from, you know, I started out as a beatbox and then I started DJing. To me, that's all the same thing. It's all about the beats and started producing all beats. I started rhyming because I wasn't an MC like that. I just started rhyming because I had these beats and I wanted somebody to be on them, you know, and I had like extra joints. You know, even like when I signed the job, they didn't want to sign me, you know. I mean, more power to them. I still got a lot of love for them, but ultimately they said that they already have their Steady B. So they kind of looked at me like I was Steady B, which I don't know. You know, we were both young, but I knew in my heart I wasn't a Steady B, that I'm D-Nice, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing all of this other stuff. And, you know, then I went from rhyming to programming. I started a web development company. I did that for like 8 years, where I was building sites for everyone from Annie Lennox to Luther to Alicia Keys to, you know, Violator, Reebok, you know. I was doing that, Aaliyah, you know, you name it, I've done it. And I started DJing just for fun, and then that took off. And then I started DJing and doing photography at the same time. And, you know, I was doing photography because every time you see a shot of an artist, it was always rocking the jewelry or on some red carpet somewhere, and that's just not real to me, man. Like, I mean, that is a part of who they are, obviously, because that's, you know, it's a part of your work. But, you know, it's not necessarily 100% of who you are. Like, I got pictures of Puff, man, when we were out in Denmark. You know, I was touring with Puff DJing for him in Denmark and in Paris, and, you know, just this whole European tour. And it's just like the images that I got of Puff that, I mean, are just so real behind the scenes. Same thing with Mary J. Blige. The same thing with, like, you know, 50 and these dudes. Like, people, I remember I was DJing a Ludacris private event, and they had on there no cameras. So I'm the DJ, so I never listen to that stuff anyway, man. It's like, all right, what, you going to try to make me leave my stuff outside? Then you won't have any music. So I never, you know, I don't say it to that, like, you know, I don't say it that way to people, but in my heart, that's just how I feel. Like, they don't tell me I can't bring a camera. Yeah. But I remember Luda's security person came over to me and was like, yo, no cameras. And before I could even say anything, Luda was like, nah, he's good. He's good. And part of the reason why he said that is because these are the people that know I'm never going to put you out there as an artist the way you wouldn't see yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to exploit anyone. If I shoot something of you and it doesn't look good, I'm going to delete it. I'll cut the negatives up. If I shot with film, if I shot digitally, I'm deleting the file, because it's like, that's not the type of photography. I'm not the paparazzi. I'm a historian. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I look at it. I'm documenting the history of who you really are. You know, sometimes who you are could be viewed as negative, but I'm always going to look at the positive side of you.